Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Lulu MD. So I know it's been quite a while since my last video, but a lot has happened since and I want to update you guys. So basically, lots of studying and lots of learning. The last time we saw each other, I was in the middle of my repro block, which I finished. Then we had the MSK block, then the psychiatry block, and then finally, just a couple days ago, I finished my neuro block. So in this video, I'll be taking you on a little vlog of my time at the 31st Annual and National Rural and Remote Medicine Conference. And I am so excited to show you around all the things I did, all the people I met, and all the activities I got to do. So let's go! Now before I continue, I would like to say a huge thank you to the University of Alberta's Faculty of Medicine and Dentistry, Office of Rural and Regional Health. Thanks to their generous sponsorship, I was able to attend this conference free of charge, and I'm very grateful for that opportunity. So after my neuroanatomy bell ringer that day, I hopped onto the LRT, which is Edmonton's train system, and I headed downtown towards the Edmonton Convention Center, where the conference will be held. So I got off at Central Station, went into the ATB building, went up the escalator, headed outside, and it was actually really nice out that day. I was heading over to the Edmonton Convention Center early because I wanted to do the pre-registration and also just check out the place before the actual conference started. So it was a really nice walk and I enjoyed the sunshine. So I have been to the Edmonton Convention Center before and I just really wanted to share with you my favorite part of it, which is basically this floating elevator going down diagonally. And so it's not actually floating, but I think it's just really cool in terms of engineering. And the architecture is also really nice with the open light concepts and also the waterfalls and the naturey feel of the entire center. So anyways, back to the conference. I make it to registration. There's no one in line basically, which is really nice. So I don't have to try and fight against the rush the next day. I pick out the corresponding yellow lanyard because I'm still a student, but when I saw it, I actually thought it was going to be some sort of Hogwarts-style house sorting thing, so I almost picked up a red one because Gryffindor forever, but no, I have to go with the yellow because I'm definitely still a student. Anyways, got my awesome name tag, got some chocolates, yum yum yum. Also got a cool mouse pad, and probably my favorite, a beanie, which I proceeded to wear because it was windy out. The next few days were an absolute blast. I attended the family-friendly mix and mingle on Thursday evening, and that was a ton of fun. I mean, just look at some of the food that they were serving, first of all. Like, super fancy and super delicious. And definitely the highlight of the evening was seeing Buzz Lightyear, Batman, and Elsa in the same photo. Also, shout out to the organizers for choosing to use this WOVA app because honestly, it was absolutely revelatory and I felt like a total boomer not knowing about this before, but it was so useful. I could literally add whichever events I wanted to attend and put it into a schedule and write notes. Like, I was just amazed by this. Anyways, before my sessions, I decided to go to the Exhibitors Hall and network and meet some new people. It was a lot of fun just going from booth to booth and learning each person's story and seeing what their background was. And that really just gave me a diverse perspective and understanding of what rural medicine really entails. And I feel like from like the first 2 or 3 conversations I had, I was already soaking up a ton of knowledge. So super enriching just walking around in this area. Speaking of area, I just wanted to appreciate the setup they had for the coffee and the hot water. And the coffee was Starbucks coffee, so like it was super bougie. Plus all the little snacks they had laid throughout the tables, all these croissants. Honestly, if I was hungry, I could just go grab a croissant, grab some apple juice or orange juice. After exploring the exhibitors area, of course it was time to head down to the lower floors and go to my sessions for the day. After getting some food for thought, it was definitely now food for the stomach. And man, the spread they had for lunchtime was just chef's kiss. Look at all these sandwiches. They had vegetarian options, and man, I was just literally drooling. while recording this. Of course, I can't skip desserts, so here is a close-up of all the yummy desserts we had. Cake, cookies, and there's fruits so I can feel less guilty about eating all these desserts. It was now time to work off the food coma, and of course, collect some free swag while I was at it, but more importantly, getting to know the people at the booth I was collecting the swag from. Also, shout out to the government of Nunavut for the amazing booth setup that you let me film, and also for the lovely people I met there. Of course, I had to visit the U of A's booth because that's my medical school, but I thought it was pretty funny to see some of my classmates' pictures on the super big display they had there, which was awesome. I'm sure you're probably wondering, well, what did you get for your swag? Well, here are some highlights of the favorite things I got from some very generous exhibitors. And my favorite was probably this super cute moose stuffy with a mask. Next up were the afternoon talks. This one was called TikTok You Don't Stop, which by the way is a very creative name. Kind of gives me Kesha vibes. Or maybe they meant this TikTok actually. I don't know. I feel like I'm a boomer sometimes. Anyways, I don't know if that was the presenter's intention, but what I do know was that it was a very informative talk, all about tick-borne diseases and the prevalence in the different regions of Canada. So I will definitely be on the lookout for any annoying ticks. After a few sessions, it was time for some yummy cookies, cause I love my snacks. And of course, keeping the healthy theme, veggies and dip. So I met up with some amazing classmates, hello! And then I headed out because I actually had to teach a piano student that evening, so it was bye for now. They say all good things need to come to an end, and unfortunately that was the case on the last day of the conference. But I continued to attend sessions, and I was able to attend this keynote session focusing on a sustainable work environment, mental wellness, and how it will affect the future of the medical field. Towards some of the medical students gathered to take a group photo, hang out, get to know each other, and if I may say so myself, I think we Canadian med students are a great looking bunch. And of course, it was now lunchtime. Look at all the delicious food here. Yum yum yum. So it is now 3:35. It's almost the end of the conference. I'm really sad because I had so much fun. And I met so many new people, like people across the entire country, from BC to PI, literally all the provinces, and shout out to the territories, obviously, North Territories, Nunavut, just everywhere. It was amazing. Like, I've never been to a conference of this magnitude in medical school. It's a national conference, and I just met so many amazing, intelligent, knowledgeable people, and they're also lovely. And look, it's so empty now. There's like no one left because they're all leaving. I'm so sad.
A minute later.
Okay, conference isn't over yet because we got some snacks. Love it, love it, love it. And I'm gonna enjoy this because I don't want to leave this conference. It's just too amazing.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
So my biggest takeaways from this conference is that it's always important to remember everyone. I often feel like the rural communities get overlooked, and I didn't know much about the rural community going into this conference, being raised in an urban area. So I feel like this has been a complete eye-opener for myself, and there's just so many different perspectives I never considered. And it's important to keep an open mind to everything you learn, because I learned a ton. And I feel like from this experience, I'm going to become a better student and hopefully ultimately a better physician. So thank you so much for this amazing conference, and I can't wait to see the next conference, what they have to offer.